I don't fit that dress anymore. I do not fit that shirt anymore. I can't even put one of my legs in that skirt. Like, it's time we address the elephant in the room. It's me. I'm the elephant. I'm the elephant in the room, okay? Okay? It's me. I confess. I confess it's me. Hi guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be giving you guys a fitness update. The sort of thing that I will be covering in today's video can be a sensitive subject for some people. So if you do find these kind of videos slightly triggering, or you feel like this may upset you or make you feel some type of way, then please click out of the video. I do not need the view that much. It is really not that deep. I have tons of videos on my channel that you guys can watch. This does not have to be one of them. Please. I guarantee the other ones are more entertaining than hearing about how I just ate my way into 10 kilograms more weight. You know, it's not a necessity. So please look after yourself, look after your well-being, look after your mental health, everything like that. Put you first, because I don't need the view. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay? Okay. Before we get into all of that weight gain stuff, I do want to give a shout out to TEAMI Blends. So TEAMI Blends have been supporting my fitness journey for the longest time now. I honestly don't even remember. But if you guys have watched my other videos, you have seen me rave about this tumbler. I have used this non-stop, so much so that I don't know if you guys can see, but it is cracked. And I'm super upset about that. But I legit abuse this thing. I use it all the time for anything. Right now I've got a pre-workout in here, but I use this all the look how cute this is. This tumbler is everything. I could sit here and talk about this tumbler and how much I use it and how much I love it for ages. I'm just gonna show you guys quickly. It's a double walled tumbler. Like, like, my drink inside is cold, but when I put it in here, do I feel the cold? Do I feel the heat when I put tea in here? No, I don't. No, I do not. No, I do not. I could honestly sit here and talk about this tumbler for the entire video because I love it that much, but I'm not going to. Because that's not what we're here for. The product that I do want to talk to you guys about is the TEAMI Greens Superfood Blend. This was sent to me a couple of weeks ago, so I have had the chance to sort of play around with it, see what works for me, see what doesn't work for me, and sort of bring you guys the tea on TEAMI. I love saying that. TEAMI, TEAMI, T-U, T-him, T-her. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? So this is the TEAMI Greens Superfood Blend, and what it is, it's basically a dietary supplement, and it has 16 superfood ingredients inside here. 16. I don't know about you guys, but that is a lot of superfood ingredients in here, and I've just sort of been using this to support my fitness journey and trying to ease my way back into correcting my diet from what it is at the moment. I will speak more about my diet later on in this video, but just quickly, I have been using this. So I've tried it in two ways. I have tried this with just the water, and it has a earthy sort of tea type taste to it, and honestly I don't really like it with the water. It is a way that I do have it when I'm sort of on the go and I need to go quickly. It's not a bad taste at all, but I do prefer to put it in a smoothie. Apple and banana is one of my favorite smoothies ever. So I literally just chop up the fruit, a splash of apple juice, a little bit of water in there, and then 1 scoop of the TEAMI Green Blend. That's literally all it takes, is 1 scoop. 1 scoop a day is how I'm using this right now, and I find it to be quite beneficial. I do feel a lot different when I've had my TEAMI Greens smoothies in the morning as opposed to when I don't. So I do think that it does have ingredients inside it that makes you feel energized. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what, because I'm not an ingredients guru or anything like that, but what I can tell you about what's in it, so there is matcha, spirulina, wheatgrass. Those are the 3 main ones written on the container. As far as other greens go, so we have wheatgrass, we have spinach, broccoli, kale, kelp, rocket, parsley, celery. Do you eat all of that? Would you eat all of these? I know for a fact that I do not like celery. I don't like celery. This is definitely a product that I find very easy to incorporate into my diet. I do find it to be very beneficial and I'm getting along with it really, really well. If any of you guys do want to check out some of the TEAMI products, and if you want to get yourself a tumbler like this, there are multiple colors and I'm very, very tempted to collect a lot of them, then I do have a discount code for you guys. It will be on the screen just now, and I will also have a link and my code in the description box as well, so you guys can have a browse, have a look, see the other products, because there are tons and tons and tons of TEAMI products on their website for you guys to sort of have a browse. Don't forget to use the code ACB25 to get yourselves 25% off. And thank you once again to TEAMI, because I will be healthy. I will be healthy. My health, we're working on it. We're working on it. It's a work in progress, and these products are kickstarting that for me. So I am ever so grateful. So now we're going to get into sort of my weight gain and what I believe are the causes of the amount of weight that I have gained in such a small period of time for my usual sort of weight fluctuation. On that note, it is really important for us to remember that weight fluctuation in a fitness journey is completely normal. Whether that weight lowers or increases, it's completely normal. Don't get disheartened. You know, just take whatever time you need to feel what you're feeling. Bounce back. This is my bounce back. This is my bounce back. I've taken months to sort of feel out what was happening and the changes in my body, and this is the snapback. This is it. And you know, just so no one accuses me of sort of pretending to have gained this weight, you know, it might not be visible in my face right now, although I think it is. I'm gonna just show you guys something, okay? I'm gonna show you something real quick. I have this yellow top that I have been wearing since September of last year, and I wear this top a lot because I get a lot of compliments on it, and I just want to show you guys how the top fits now, bearing in mind that it fit me completely normal before. This is how it fits me now. As you guys can see from the top section here, it looks completely normal. I'm gonna show y'all. So this is the chest area. There is legit no room in here, and if I lift my arms like this, it sort of stays like this, and this is the reason why I don't wear this top. And honestly, pulling it down to here, I actually cannot breathe. The arms no longer fit me how they're supposed to. Everything is just tight, and I was shocked because I couldn't get this top over my head. That's how much my body has changed. But my top half isn't as bad as my lower. My jeans don't fit and they kind of stop just above my knees, but if I were to show you that, then Google might flag it up as inappropriate, so I'm not gonna do all that, but just take my word for it. And I do have my measurements written down in here, so if numbers and things are sort of your trigger as well, then I wouldn't listen to this part. But my waist at the moment is 34 inches and my thighs used to be 24 inches a piece. So both of my thighs were 24 inches. They are now 28 each. I don't know why I gained weight on my bottom half so much. My hips as well are 45. And this isn't like I've gained booty or anything like that. It's not one of those. I haven't been doing Chloe Ting. I didn't gain butt. That's not what the 45 has come from. If you guys check my last Chloe Ting video, my hips were at 43. So I gained 2 inches without doing any working out, and that's just because I have gotten wider. And the hip dips are back, y'all. I had managed to sort of conceal them a little bit more and get them, you know, looking the way that I'd like, but they're back. They're back, and it is what it is. And I've gained ½ inch in my arms, which sort of explains why the arms don't fit here. But the main changes have been on my lower half and my stomach. You know, my thigh now at 28 inches is what my waist was last summer. That kind of thing, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I was very, very reluctant to take my measurements. I didn't really want to know, but then I thought to sort of push myself to get back to where I want to be, I made that decision. I made that decision to take my measurements and jot them down so I could keep a track of them. It's just a matter of now not obsessing over the numbers that are there. Prior to the pandemic, I was active for at least an hour and a half every single day, and that's just my commute to and from the places that I would go on a day-to-day basis. So I was on my feet and walking for an hour and a half, as well as going to the gym around 5-6 o'clock or doing my Chloe Ting workouts. So I was fairly active prior to the quarantine happening. And obviously once we were on lockdown, all of those things sort of had to be taken back. The gyms were closing, and just being outside, especially when things were so up in the air, uncertain at the time, just didn't make any sense for me. So I didn't walk as much as I used to or anything like that. I just didn't feel the need to be in contact with other members of the public in that way. And some of you guys might be thinking, yeah, that might be true, but during the quarantine you were doing your Chloe Tings, we were seeing the results. Yes, that was a month after quarantine had started. That was when things were still fresh. I was still in an okay mood about everything. But once the months started accumulating, the months went by and I was still at home. I was still doing nothing. I was still uncertain about when life would get back to normal. To be fair, I'm still uncertain, but I refuse to keep that as an excuse as to why I'm gaining weight. That's just not gonna cut it no more. So yeah, yes, there was a time when I was on my fitness game and I was losing weight and I was gaining booty and all of this, and I was fit and everything was happening. Over time, things started dwindling down, and you can kind of see it in my Chloe Ting videos. In those videos, I do say a couple of times that I will be starting a new challenge. As you guys can see from my channel, those challenges, there are no results, there are no videos about those challenges, and that's because I never started them. Somewhere, somehow, the motivation just, it plummeted. It was not there. It was absent. I just didn't want to do things. And when there was Netflix, Disney Plus, you know, all these things that I could watch instead of working out just kept getting lower and lower and lower and lower on my list of priorities. It just wasn't something that I put as something that I needed to do, something important that I needed to do. It just sort of became, I would do it when I do it. And then when I did start doing it, I sort of half did it. And there was a period of time where I would work out in my garden. But then my neighbor also decided that, hey, I'm also gonna be out in the garden every single time you wanna work out. And self-conscious little me was like, I'm going back in the house. I'm going back in the house. So that just completely stopped my workouts, because I don't do any jumping movements in the house because we do have neighbors and I don't want to like make noise for them. So I thought I'd do it outside. But good old Jeff is outside gardening for 5 hours every single day. That was one of the components. Obviously quarantine, I'm stuck in the house, I'm less active, you know. I'm gonna gain weight because I'm less active than I was. On top of that, there were also other things going on. June, July, we had everything happening within the Black community, things happening in my own country, Zimbabwe, for anyone who didn't know. There was just so many other things happening in the world that I needed to try and process, that eating healthy, keeping on top of my fitness just wasn't something that was at the forefront of my mind. And because of that, I was just so bored. It's no secret that people eat when they're bored. And when you're in the house all the time and there's things going on and you're trying to distract yourself, you're gonna put on a TV show. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm watching something, I'm eating. I don't know why that is. Why do we do that? Why do we stick on our favorite Netflix show and be like, yo, I need to make a sandwich now? Why is that a thing that happens? And those things were just readily accessible to me. They were, because we tried to limit the amount of people in our household that were going to and from the shop. So for a very long period of time, my parents just did one big shop, and that would pretty much last us the week. But the things that they were buying weren't the healthiest, and I didn't really have too much of an input in that. And when I did, I wasn't really thinking health. I was thinking, what can I make and what can I make quickly? You know, what can I eat straight away? What's not gonna take ages preparation, cutting up vegetables, you know, making healthy meals, that kind of thing. That wasn't at my forefront. My mom said, what do you want? I said, yo, get me some Maryland cookies, get me some, you know, double chocolate if you can find it. If there's white chocolate, throw that in there as well. Get me some crisps. Yo, do they have apple juice out there? That's how things were happening here. So there weren't healthy options here. If there was fruit, there'd be bananas, but like, bananas. Packet of crisps. Bananas. Bananas have a banana peel. You have to get up to throw away the banana peel. A crisp packet, you can deal with it whenever you decide to go to the toilet. If you keep the banana peel, it's gonna get, you know, smelly in your room. You're trying to watch Stranger Things on Netflix. You're trying to watch The Umbrella Academy, but you're just smelling banana. It's not, you know, it's not what you want. So to sort of summarize what I've just said, you know, being in quarantine, things happening external that were affecting me as well, boredom, lack of healthy options, lack of exercise, and my water intake. Oh my gosh, if I even drank 500 milliliters of water a day, it would be a miracle. There was a period of time where I drank a gallon a day, and now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get some juice because I need flavor in my mouth. My mouth is just as bored as I am. That's how things sort of transpired for me. And on top of that, if you guys don't know, if I haven't said it before, I'm not someone who ate frequent meals before quarantine anyway, and now all I can do is eat because there's just food all the time and I'm just always home. From 9 in the morning to midnight, I'm up and I'm eating. Like, there's no secret to like, okay, I used to drink oil every day and I've gained 10 kilograms. No, I ate a lot. One thing that's been consistent with me since I started my weight loss journey is I don't eat large portions. As a matter of fact, I can't. I get full very, very quickly. So I know I'm not overeating. I'm not eating too much in terms of the amount. It's what I'm eating. Because for me, one chicken thigh and a small portion of rice like this is enough for dinner and I'm good until the morning. That's usually enough for me. However, now if I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, let me get some Pringles. Matter of fact, here go 2 cans of Pringles in my room right now. Do you see? You see how the problem is sort of starting to show up? Yeah. These are the patterns that I have, and I'm listing all of these just in case these are things about yourself that, you know, you may also have happening to you, but you're not really thinking and you're not realizing it. Because I understand when you're someone who doesn't eat a lot and you gain weight, you look and you're confused. You're like, I don't eat enough. I don't eat enough for this weight gain to be occurring. Think about what it is that you're eating. Definitely think about what it is that you're eating. Also, have a health checkup because there are so many health related issues that affect your weight. There's hypothyroidism, hypothyroidism, so many different things like that that affect your health, especially your metabolism as well. You could just have a slow metabolism and not know it. I don't know how to find out if your metabolism is slow or fast. I have convinced myself that mine is not normal because I can eat a very small amount of food and be good for about 5 hours. I wouldn't get hungry. If I'm eating, I'm bored. I wouldn't get hungry between that. On a normal day before quarantine, I wouldn't even eat 3 meals a day and that would be enough to sustain me. So maybe I've shocked my body. Maybe I've shocked my system. Those are the things that I can say are what I can list to be the problem for me right now. Before I go ahead and end this video, I will just tell you guys the things that I'm gonna sort of start to implement into sort of my diet. If you guys want to know what worked and didn't work for me in my initial weight loss journey, as in when it kick-started, I will leave a link in the description box down below for that video because I do sort of list the things that I tried and tested that didn't work and what did work. So from that, I'm using the things that did work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of ease myself into kind of cleaning up my diet. I'll be using my TEAMI blends, greens, incorporating this sort of stuff into my diet, trying to keep it as green as possible, cutting out a lot of the bad things. I think I'm going to give these Pringles away to my mum or my dad or someone just so I don't have access to them or anything like that, because I'll eat them all. I will. And after I've sort of worked on cleaning up my diet, I'll work on being more active as well. I'm already back to sort of my usual routine of being gone 9 to 5 type thing. So I am now taking that sort of 1.5 hour journey back and forth every single day now. So that should increase my activity levels, getting home and sort of getting back on my Chloe Ting workouts. All of that stuff as well are stuff that I'm gonna start doing. I also am gonna actually use this wellness planner that I introduced to you guys months ago. I hadn't even used it. The entire time that I said I was going to use it, I hadn't. But it's a very cute little wellness planner. Believe in yourself. And it has a summary of your week and then a meal and exercise plan in there as well as some cute little stickers right here. And, you know, it's just a sort of fun way to map out the things that you want to do, sort of your goals and aspirations in terms of your wellness and your well-being. So I will be using this, and yeah. And hopefully this video can kind of create a community that I can come back to. I know my Chloe Ting videos, I do interact with people on there frequently, so that is a sort of community. People reach out to me on Instagram, we have conversations about where we're at in our fitness journeys, how we're feeling. We kind of bounce ideas off each other, so I hope that this video can kind of create the same sort of environment as well. And I think the main takeaway from this video should be that, you know, weight fluctuation, weight gain, it's completely normal, especially when there are such extenuating circumstances happening all over the world that have a direct effect on you and your life and your daily routine. That's one thing that I keep on the forefront of my mind now, because it wasn't there before, and I was just letting myself get upset about, you know, things all the time. About every week I tell my brother I'm starting a new fitness journey, I'm being healthy from now on, and then I would go to the shop intending to buy fruit, and I'd ask him if he wants anything, and he'd say I want some cookies, and then I'm like, well dang, I want some cookies too. Hopefully this video has helped someone out, you know, sort of seeing a YouTuber or someone, you know, that's in the public eye. I'm not really in the public eye, but you know, my videos are out there for anyone to find, and I'm not gonna sit here and try and look good. This is real, this is raw, this is me. You know what I mean? So I hope this video, kind of seeing other people sort of go through the things that you're going through as well, can give you some sort of reassurance that, you know, don't panic. Because I mean, we all do it, we all panic, and it's only normal, we're human, that kind of thing. But I hope you guys did find this video informative. I hope you enjoyed this sort of, I don't even know what. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to have a conversation. I'm also available on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel once again, and I'll see you guys in my next video.